All right, folks, this is Sheila E. again, and from Tennessee, and I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas. Today's Christmas Eve. We got back from church. We saw our sweet neighbors, and I want to try to go ahead and get this chocolate cheesecake out of this springform pan and show you how we do the chocolate ganache, okay? While we're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and put some shortening in my new that I needed so bad, Wilton candy melter. So it's a chocolate melter or bark melter or whatever. So let me get you down here where you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm just going to break this apart. And I've done the pumpkin truffles last night, and I guess where I was busy with a few of my family opening gifts, I let my chocolate get too thick. And then when I tried to put my pumpkin truffles in there, they wanted to start melting because it was too hot. So anyway, I've got them in the fridge, and I'm going to I'm going to re-dip them. I don't think you can get too much white chocolate, do you, on a pumpkin truffle? So that's what I'm going to do, because they're good, but they looked horrible. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in my melting pot while I'm getting this cheesecake ready. So, and then I'm going to try to do a banana pudding, and my recipe's on there for my banana pudding. And we're going to try to do our potato salad and our deviled eggs today. Have that over with. And I'll try to show you, I did get my peanut butter balls dipped last night, and I've got them in a tray. And I got just a few of the truffles. Wait just a minute, honey. I'll tell you, my mind's going 100 miles an hour. I got the brownies cake pops. I got just a few of those dipped. So I still have those to do, and I still have the coconut to dip. So we'll see how we do with that in just a minute. I'm going to go ahead and do my, get that melted, and I'll try to do my cheesecake. So let's try to show you how I get this out of the pan, okay? So I'll put you up here where you can see. And I do have a big plate. I'm going to go ahead and put some hot heavy cream. I'm going to put the heavy whipping cream in the microwave and get it hot. Well, that don't look good there. Oh, let's see. That don't smell good either. Let me get my other container. That didn't look, I don't know. It's got this date still good on it. Maybe I just need to shake it up. Let me get my other one. All right. Okay. Yeah, this one's got a good date on it too. Oh, I probably just need to shake that other nut. So what we're going to do, I put about a cupful, maybe 3/4 of a cup of heavy whipping cream. This is great value. We'll stick it in the microwave for a few minutes. All right, we've got this hot, and it's boiled out just a little bit, but we're still going to say that's probably around a 1/2 cup to 3/4 of a cup of heavy whipping cream. And I'm going to say this is probably going to be a good cupful, or just a little bit over, of these Hershey's chocolate chips. I didn't use the bittersweet because I didn't have any. Didn't want to go to the store today. So what we're doing now is just stirring this up. These chocolate chips and this heavy whipping cream, and this is how you make your ganache. And I'm going to hunt my Karo syrup, and when I get this stirred up, I'm going to put a little bit of Karo syrup. It gives it a shine and a gleam, and it helps hold it together. That's how you make your ganache. And you can do vanilla ganache with white chips. Can't do it with bark. I've never tried it with almond bark. So I always try to get your white chips if you want some white ganache to go on a cake or on a loaf, like a pumpkin loaf, or it's just really pretty on anything, on any kind of, and it's pretty on pies too. So we're going to stir that, and we're going to keep stirring this until it gets smooth and creamy. And if we have to put it back into the microwave, it's going to be like maybe 10 or 15 second intervals. I believe that's going to be enough chocolate chips. Okay. Let me stick a napkin down here so I can have a place to lay my fork. And I'm going to put this just back in the microwave for about 10 seconds. Okay, and then when we get that out, then I'm going to show you how we get this cheesecake out. So I've got my big plate for my cheesecake. Alright. I think that's going to do it. Still a little bit thick, but I don't like it real thin going on top of a chocolate cheesecake, so I'm going to get my syrup out. Just hang on a minute, guys, till I find it. Right here some. And I'm just going to probably put a lead. I'm going to use a teaspoon for my syrup. Let me stick this up here where you can see it. And I'm putting that in my ganache, my chocolate chips, and my heavy whipping cream. That's about a teaspoonful of Karo white syrup. Alright, so now we're going to start stirring. And that Karo syrup will give it a really pretty shine. It's still a little bit lumpy, guys. I may have to put it in there for another 10 minutes. Let me stick that in there for another 10 seconds. Because I want to have it ready when I get my cheesecake out. So I'll stick it on 30 seconds. I've also got some extra Oreos here that I may crush and put on the sides of my cheesecake. So there's 10 seconds. You don't want to do it over 10-second intervals, because if you cook your chocolate too heavy, then it's going to be, it's not going to be usable. You'll have to throw it away. I think this is going to be fine right here. Let me wash this little thing out right here, and I'll be right back on there. Have y'all got all your cooking done today? Have you started doing everything? I've got my big turkey laid out over here. I've got my 2 Kentucky Legend hams in the refrigerator in a bowl. And I'm going to put those on in a pan probably tonight, and just make sure and get them ready, and then put them on in the morning to just heat up, because they're already fully cooked. So what I want to show you now is I want you to be able to see what I'm doing here. I'll move this stuff around. Okay, this is, I may just go ahead and put that right there. I may just, let's see, I want to show you, I'm taking it out now of the silicone protector, and I am going to take the, I'm hoping you're seeing that, guys. I'm taking the spring form off. There we go. Should come right off. Looks like it's going to be pretty good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this cardboard, I'm going to put it right here. Oh, I about dropped it. You'd have seen the live one then, wouldn't you? So we're just going to slide that right there. And then I'm going to take this pan off. The bottom part of this springform pan, I'm going to take it off. This is a 10-inch Oreo crust. See how that paper comes off there? And then what I'm going to do now is, I've got this cardboard. You can use a plate. Is just turn this back over onto my pretty Christmas plate. And it's very workable. Getting it right in the middle of my plate. I want to try to get some more crushed Oreos on the side, or either just take the Oreos and put them in half on this side. If you hear crunching back there, that's my son-in-law. Oh, I thought he was in the sweets. So we got sweets. We're going to try to do it like this. What do y'all think? Do you think like this would be good? What do y'all think? I think that looks pretty good. What do you think? Think that's going to be good? So we're just taking them apart and we're putting them around the edge of the cheesecake, the chocolate cheesecake. I wonder if I should put my ganache on there first. What do you think? It might stick better, mightn't it? So let's put these to the side. I'm going to go ahead and put my ganache on there. So we're going to go ahead and give this another stir. And we're going to put this chocolate ganache on this chocolate cheesecake. We're just going to start it right in the middle. Let it spread to the sides. See how much we got there? We're spreading it out to the end, hoping that it's going to go sliding over just a little bit to the sides, not enough to be a mess. Something to hold those cookies, those Oreo cookies on with, would be great. Now you can also take some whipped cream or Cool Whip, put it in a popping bag and make some really pretty designs on top of this, or rosettes. So I'm going to leave that little part right there, and we're going to start with these cookies again and see if we can't get these on here. So I think that's going to be okay.
That looks good.
That's my daughter coming in. Oh, and that looks good. So this is what we're going to trim it in. Instead of putting an Oreo crust, we'll do the Oreo cookies. I want to give a shout out to Melanie. I'm so glad you're home and you're feeling better. As soon as I can catch my breath, Melanie, I'll make you some of them Dolly Parton cookies, as you call them. Probably next week. It'll probably be after Christmas. It's working out good, hasn't it, guys? I may put a few crumbs on top. Then again, it's so pretty and shiny on top, I may just leave it alone like it is. I think sometimes you can overdo it. Simple but elegant, as my daughter says. Simple but elegant. What do you think about that, guys? Does that look good? So I've still got my chocolate melting over here. I'm going to drag those pumpkin pie Oreo truffles out, and I'm going to re-dip those. And then I've got some coconut balls and some, then I've got some brownie cake pops that I'm going to do. Alright guys, so here is my chocolate cheesecake, Oreo bottom crust, Oreo sides, chocolate ganache on top. So I'll see you soon when I start to dip these truffles. I'll put you back on, okay? Sheila E. from Tennessee. Alright folks, it's Sheila E. back from Tennessee, and wanted to show you these pumpkin truffles that I've done last night. They look absolutely horrible. Let me turn you around here where you can see them. My white chocolate was way too hot, and when I put my truffles in, it just sort of melted my truffles, and my chocolate just went horrible. So I want to try to do this again, but before I do that, I got somebody I want you to meet. This is my daughter-in-law, Jody. She's married to my handsome grandson, my handsome son, Tip, and then this is the mother of my handsome grandson, Jacob, that just got married. So she's in here. She's gonna be good because I've got her a little surprise so she can test the barbecue sauce because the last was too hot for her. So anyway, we got that done. Let me get my hands washed. I'll get that for you in a minute, Jody. I'm gonna get my hands washed. I got my eggs on boiling so we can do some deviled eggs and some potatoes. So I got potatoes on boiling. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this. Is the sort of the texture that you want your white chocolate or your chocolate. I'm gonna remove this spoon just for a minute, and we're gonna try to re-dip these. These are gonna be huge, but there ain't nothing I can do about it now, and they're too good to throw away. So what we're gonna do is these are gonna be huge, huge, huge pumpkin Oreo truffles. So I don't guess it matters about how big they are. They're just going to be double dipped. We'll call these double dipped pumpkin Oreo truffles. They're real easy to make. You crush up about 19 to 20 blonde Oreos. You put them in one of those little choppers and crush them up till they're just mush, because you can't crush them fine enough if you just beat them with a mallet. So you crush these up, and then you add, you mix up your cream cheese, room temperature, and you have it already mixed up, and add those 19 to 20 Oreos. And then, really, that's about it. And a little bit of vanilla flavoring. Your you take a 3/4 cup of pumpkin puree and add to that, and then 3 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. You mix all that together. There's a video on there showing how to do that. I just didn't get to dip them on that video. So anyway, oh honey, I'm so sorry. Y'all can't see a thing I'm doing. I am awful with this camera. I'm sorry. Now, there we go. So anyway, we've got a few we're dipping here. This is called double dip Oreo pumpkin pie truffles. Consists of Oreo crumbs, pumpkin puree, pumpkin pie spice, and I want to say cream cheese beat up. So, but I don't have, anyway, I made so many I can't even remember. So anyway, there's a recipe on there for these. And my little granddaughter-in-law married my first grandson. Her daddy loves these, so that's why I'm trying to do them, but I couldn't send them to him, and them looking atrocious like this. So anyway, these are looking just a little tiny bit better. Hoping they'll come out a little bit better. Like I said, we're trying to cook a little bit today, just so that we don't have so much to cook in the morning, because we usually have dinner about 1 o'clock at my house on Christmas Day. So let's see if I can find enough room for these others here. Get this one out of here in a hurry because I don't want it to melt. Yeah, my pumpkin balls just started melting right in the white chocolate, and it was a horrible, horrible mess. So I went ahead and got them finished, and then I put them in the refrigerator, and I said, I just have to start over in the morning. This is my new pot, my new melting pot that I love. I'm going to get me one of them metal ones. They say they last longer. And around the holidays, I do a lot of melting the chocolate, so I know it would come in handy. Probably lasts a lot longer than these plastic ones. Trying to move these over so I'll have room. It's like a few more here. They're don't look as bad as they did. Got a lot of chocolate on them, hot chocolate on them though, I'll tell you that. Then I'm going to get my Oreo, my coconut ones out, and I'm going to do those while I've got the white chocolate. Let me see if I can find a place for this one. And then one more. And I think what I'm going to do is I've got a little Christmas tree. Because I want to start over with a little bit of white chocolate. I don't want them to taste like pumpkin coconut balls. Let me wash my hands again. I'm going to move these out of the way. I think this will be fine. You eat your big ball, peanut butter ball? I was talking to my son-in-law. He made a big, huge peanut butter ball last night, and we dipped it. It was about the size of a golf ball, or a little bit bigger, I'd say. So let me get my other things out here. This is some Ritz crackers with peanut butter that I had left. So what I'm going to do, see how many we got here. I got 5, so I'll need one more, won't I? I'm going to take this out and I'm going to put a little bit of chocolate in the bottom of these Christmas tree shapes. I'm just wondering if it'll fit down in there. I'll probably have to, I'm going to break it in half. Put that down in here. Let me show you. I broke it in half. I put it in down on top of the white chocolate. See that? And then what I'm going to do is put some chocolate over it. I'm not going to waste this. So we'll have some little Christmas trees with a surprise in the center of a peanut butter Ritz, and it'll be a white one. It's just stringing everywhere. That'll be a little surprise. You know, that white chocolate stringing everywhere. So let me put a little bit in here. And a little bit in this one. And then I'm going to break this one in half and put in here. And then I'm going to put some white chocolate on it. Put some white chocolate in the bottom of this one. That's that chocolate stringing. hope I got enough to cover this up. Because I'm going to wash this and then I'm going to put me some more in here for my coconut balls. I think I'm just going to have just enough. You get some water or something to drink. You need a Gatorade, Missy.
Yeah, I'm drinking. I've done drank 1.5 waters already. I didn't realize I was supposed to be having 8 ounces.
And you in the medical profession. Now y'all hear that? That's my daughter, and we're on video.
I'm so sorry.
She had a little bit of procedure done on her eyes. Something she had to have done to keep from losing the vision, because it was causing her sight to be not right. So she had a little procedure done, and her eyes has got stitches. The eyelids have stitches, and so she's in the medical field. And she said, "Oh, I didn't realize I was supposed to be drinking all this water." So anyway, we got this with the Christmas trees with the Ritz in the middle. We're gonna lay that to the side. All right, so what I'm gonna do is wash that, and then I'm gonna melt me some more chocolate, and then we're gonna get our. We might as well just go ahead and get our coconut balls, so that way I'll just be doing a little bit of white chocolate for my coconut balls. All right, so I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. I've got my coconut balls out here. I had them in the freezer. I want to first see if this is going to work. This is where I put in the snowflake. Hopefully it won't break apart. Halfway did. I think you're supposed to fill these completely up. Well, would have probably done a lot better with just the white chocolate, but these is the coconut and the Eagle Brand cream, how you make your coconut balls. Well, they sort of look like a snowflake, guys. Let me turn you around here a little. All right. I'm going to dip these first. This is the coconut balls that we made yesterday that's been in the freezer. I just didn't have the energy to dip them last night. And I'll show you my peanut butter balls here in just a minute. Turn you around here where you can see. And usually these are in dark chocolate, but since I had the white chocolate, if I have some coconut, I'll try to dab a little bit on top, just so we'll know that this is coconut. Didn't make too many of them. Not everybody likes coconut here. Me and my daughter, we like coconut pretty good. Then I'll just like my brownie truffles and then brownie cake truffles, and then I'll be done with the dipping part. This is the snowflakes. And I'm trying to be very gentle with them. That was my daughter-in-law coming here. Wouldn't know if I had the camera going. Most of the time I got a camera or something going. I'm just going to take the rest of this and throw it over. Let's see. Let me see. Oh, it's pretty, yeah. You do look like Sadie does. Oh, looks so much better, don't you? I kept some of mine. I want this,
It still looks like your face, though. It's just different
Yeah.
hairstyle.
Yeah, it's the face.
and losing the weight and makes you look a little bit younger. So we're just putting some coconut on these snowflakes. They didn't turn out as pretty as I thought they would, but they're still okay.
Yeah, I think that one looks like Sadie.
No, they don't.
Balls is better than the alternative.
You said here's my natural.
Oh, your natural?
What is that?
That's just makeup. That's just a heavier makeup on there.
Well, it's like movie star makeup. We're talking about this new thing on Facebook where you can put your face in a picture and you look so much better than really do in real life. But all that is Hollywood makeup.
Hollywood makeup.
Yep, that's what that is. Hollywood makeup.
That's why that looks like Sadie. Sadie had on
All right, so there's our coconut
I
balls.
think that looks like you.
Yeah.
Just your hair color.
That's my actual.
You hear them discussing how beautiful they are in the background.
Yeah, that's my natural hair color.
I like that,
Hair. Yeah, that's a switch.
That's what This is our own doing, so feel
Alright,
free.
so I'm going to be right back. I'm going to get my stuff ready for my chocolate brownie truffles. Alright guys, I'm back and I've got my brownie truffle balls ready to dip in chocolate. As you can see, I'm trying to wait to get my chocolate melted in my melting pot. Got everything ready. I wanted to show you the coconut balls. Show you some of the stuff I've got made. This is a pumpkin loaf from my sweet neighbor, German chocolate cake. These are some of the brownie pops or brownie truffle balls that I've already covered. This is a chest cake. We got peanut butter balls, pecan pies. And right here is the coconut balls. We got some coconut snowflakes, coconut balls, and then we got some Christmas trees with a white chocolate with a peanut butter Ritz in the middle, and then we've got some chocolate cupcakes. We've got some peppermint patties, and then we've got some turtle candy. We've got different types of, we've got some chocolate covered raisins, chocolate covered peanuts, and some Hello Dolly cookies right here. We have, told you that this over here is the peanut butter balls. Cover that one back up. That's the peanut butter balls right there. And then we have, these are the pumpkin pie double dipped white chocolate truffles. So I'm going to cut my chocolate off because we've got to go to church. But then when I get back, I will finish up with my dipping in chocolate, and I'm going to put these back in the freezer till I get back. And then we'll begin. We've got the deviled eggs done. We've got potato salad done. I've got a huge cake of cornbread. I'll show it to you to make dressing out of. I'm going to try. It'll be in the morning. Hopefully I can get you all where everybody's wanting my dressing recipe. So I usually make a huge cake of cornbread, and then I make toast, and then we take the neck and the gizzard and the heart and the liver out of the turkey, and I boil that just to have extra broth. I don't use any of it. I take it across the road and throw it out for the animals, except for the liver. I cook the liver really good, and I trim it up, and then I put it in my little food processor, my chopper, and it's just almost pate. It's so mashed up. So I put that in my dressing with my cornbread and my toast. And it would, for a pan of cornbread that big, it's probably going to take about 12 pieces of toast, white toast, and poultry seasoning and the liver. And I do chop up an onion really, really fine. I put it in a food processor or onion or a little chopper till it just smush. And then we season it with black pepper, and I put a stick of butter in it while it's hot. And then because butter makes everything better. And then I take poultry seasoning and season it and continue to season until it gets to the taste I want. I make one big pan of thin. My husband likes it thin. It'll be in a pan like this, like a cookie pan, cookie sheet. And then I put some in a deeper pan because I like mine just a little bit thicker. I like mine like in a about that thick, about an inch thick in a square. So when I get back from church, guys, we will turn this melting pot back on and we'll begin again, okay? So this is Sheila E. from Tennessee saying, always give God glory and praise and thanks, for He is worthy. Always smile, for smiles are contagious. Always try to be nice to someone else. You never know what they're going through. And have a Merry Christmas. Hope you enjoy these videos. Hope you share and like. Send them to your friends and family. Hopefully they can get a little bit of, maybe I can bring some joy to someone somewhere, okay? And hope the light of the Lord shines through. All right, until I see you again, it'll be just in a little while. We're going to begin to finish up my dipping stuff. And then I'm going to put my little hams in pans, and I'm going to get my turkey on. And then in the morning, Lord willing, I'll try to remember to video how I do my dressing. All right, this is Sheila E. from Tennessee. Until we meet each other again, until we see each other again. May God keep you safe. Hi, folks. This is Sheila E. from Tennessee, and I'm back, and I want to go ahead and finish this dipping step so I can get done with this. This is my last part. I'm back from church. This is a Oreo, excuse me, it's not Oreo. It's brownie, fudge brownies, with a chocolate cake. I took leftover brownies and chocolate cake, and I baked the cake, and I mushed it all up together and took 1 can of chocolate fudge icing and melted, got it hot in the microwave, put it all together, and made these truffles. So now what I'm going to do is I've got my chocolate hot, and I reckon this is all that I'm going to be dipping. I've dipped till I can't dip no more, youngins, let me tell you. So we're going to dip this in this chocolate right here, this chocolate bark. Let me get you to where you can see. Okay, can you see right there? So let's do one more. So I've got pumpkin truffles, pumpkin Oreo truffles. I've got coconut balls. I've got peanut butter balls. I've got Ritz crackers dipped in white chocolate with peanut butter. I've got Ritz crackers with Nutella, Ritz crackers with Biscoff butter. All of those are dipped in chocolate. I've got them in a big tray for tomorrow. So this is going to be the last of it. I've got a few already dipped. Trying to just get this done. My daughter's already made she's already made the tater salad and the deviled eggs, and then we'll just do mashed potatoes, peeled potatoes, and do mashed potatoes in the morning. And I'll do my dressing, and I'll try to get my dressing recipe on there. So I'll try to get it to where you can see it. It's so easy, and it's a delicious dressing. And I know it's an old dressing recipe because it was my sister-in-law's husband's grandmother's recipe, or his mama's one. I don't know, but I know that it's quite old. It's very simple. And it's got very little ingredients, but it's delicious. Like my slogan, it's delicious, you all. So are you watching what I'm doing? I'm trying to get these done. I'm using 2 forks. Hopefully I will just have to use 1. I do have my ham ready to go in the oven. We're fixing to put the turkey in the turkey pan and get it ready to go in the oven, and it'll bake all night. And then it'll be ready in the morning, and I'll drain all the broth off of that turkey, and I will use part of that for my dressing. And then what I don't have, I'll use part of it for my dressing, and then I use part of it to make my turkey gravy. So I like my homemade turkey gravy made out of that. All that juice that comes off the turkey. And then, like I said, I do boil the neck and the gizzard and the liver and the heart, but I don't use anything of that except for the broth. Throw that out for the animals across the road over in the woods. But anyway, I do use the liver. I do mulch it up just almost like a liver pate. You can't even tell there's any meat in that dressing, but it gives it a wonderful, wonderful flavor. So that's why I do use it. That's the only part of that giblets that I do use. Okay. Just got a few more here. See if I can get me some more parchment paper lined up here. Empty. You can also use wax paper if you don't have parchment. I hear shooting outside. I'm not sure if that's gunshots or if that's fireworks to celebrate Christmas, but that, I'm telling you, that scare you little animals to death. It's okay, puppy. My puppy's over here at my feet. I'm having a hard time with this parchment. I'm going to have to get a knife, guys. It's okay, puppy. Tippy, get him. He's scared to death. Alright, I think I got it. It was glued, like glued together though. I'm just going to lay this one right here. Don't have too many more. Hopefully I can get these done. I'd like to have a cup of coffee. You see, I think I might, I've got just a tiny bit of coconut left. I might throw the rest of them together. Dip them in chocolate. I got a little chocolate left over. So, yeah, I don't have a whole lot of coconut, but I've got some leftover Eagle Brand. That's mine and your daddy, mine from somebody. All right, we about got these done. So I'm going to get off here, guys, and rest a minute. And then I'll see you all in the morning when we wash my hands, Lord willing. And wishing you all a Christmas, happy Christmas, Merry Christmas. I'll see y'all and try to get my dressing recipe on there for you. I've had a lot of people want me to put that on there and show you how easy it is. So I'll see you all in the morning, Lord willing. Merry Christmas. Have a good Christmas Eve. Enjoy. Give God glory and praise and thanks, for He is worthy. All right, Sheila E. from Tennessee.